Hello, my beautiful people from Untouchable Mama. Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Please do not forget to subscribe and press the notification button. Thank you. One love. Bye bye.
I greet you. that being inside that vehicle known as human, that being itself, what you can call spirits, what you can call soul, what you can call whatever you understand it to be, you have totally look at this one. We are talking something nice, you're saying something else. Oh God, admin, please. No, don't block him. Let him stay there. Let him stay there. You see me as a problem, no problem. Keep seeing me as a problem. So funny. But no problem. We are focusing on something special now. Okay. Your comment is so funny for me. But no problem. We know you already. What is that being we're talking about here? How does that being come to take over that vehicle that is now on the ride now? What you have to first know is a being is existing in different realms. Before you can be on flesh, you must first be existing in the astral form, which you can call spirit world. And these your spirits have different places they can come from. All spirits, all beings have their own home they come from. But now let's leave your home and let's focus on the being itself. If not, the teaching will take forever. Okay. You, that being, before you choose the tribe or the clan or the womb you want to come through, there is a reason. Nothing is a mistake. And there are different type of being. Let's start from there first. So let's go deeper later. There are different type of being. There are beings, when I say beings, like say soul, let me be using a word that is easy for people to understand. There are souls that have a bond with a specific type of a tribe. There are souls that are universal souls. Universal souls don't have a bond with any tribe. They only pick the tribe they come through based on their mission here on earth. You have to know these things. It's very important. Okay. Let's talk first about that universal soul. When the universal soul is about to come here, it don't pay attention to the clan. It don't pay attention to the tribe itself. It don't pay attention to the culture or that tradition. No, what it pay attention is the sacredness of that womb which he or she want to reincarnate through now, and how that womb connects to him or her. Don't forget, soul is genderless. We cannot really give a soul a gender. Spirits have gender based on they take the shape of what, so we know those things already. Okay. The moment that soul pick or choose that place they are about to come through, one thing happen. And one of the things that happen there is a soul contract. And that soul contract can either be with your father or your mother. So when a soul have picked that man based on their soul contract, when a soul have picked that woman based on their soul contract, then whenever that woman in the physical realm now, whenever that woman and that man unite and have intercourse and penetrate each other, the portal open and that soul can come down in, and from there that's what you now call reincarnation. Some just incarnate, depends on the soul. Not also reincarnate. Also have different journeys. So it's so complicated to really explain. Also have different journey. Everybody will not reincarnate, and everybody this one is just here to distract somebody. Let me block you. Sorry, I have to block you. Normally I don't do that, but I just have to. Thank you. Every soul have different mission. So that's moments where that soul now pick that man, that woman, and decide to come from them. There is a reason. And that's a universal soul. Okay, now let's leave that of universal soul aside. Because that of universal soul is so simple. It's very simple because why? This is a universal soul. It can come from Edo today, and the next year it can come from Igbo, and the next time it can come from India, and the next time it can come from Persian. It can come from anywhere. The mission, the vision is focused on this realm. Don't forget, the earth herself is a realm. You are a living organism inside this big body known as earth. You are just like one of those bacteria inside your own body now. That's what you still have inside this earth. So stop looking at yourself. You are just playing a little part. So little part you're playing. So the people think, you're so big, you're so huge, you're better than everybody. Those are the people who don't really understand what we're talking about here. Okay. Nice. Okay. For universal soul, that one is settled. I like to focus more on the other side, because that area is where marriage becomes so necessary. Universal soul does not really need marriage to come. You have to understand these things. Does not really need marriage to come. If a universal soul have a soul contract with the mother, then he will just come. That's why you have a lot of single mothers today, because of the new breed of souls that are coming to earth. But we'll talk about that later. The other type of soul is connected and related to our topic of today, which is what is marriage. Now that we know that universal soul is not bounded with any tribe, clan, culture, tradition, they are independent free soul. So let's talk about the opposites. The opposite of universal soul is this type of souls that have a soul contract with a specific clan or with a specific tribe. And this type of souls, when a man and a woman is coming together, before they even come together to know each other, it has already been ordained. It has already been written that this is what must happen. So, in another word, before a man and a woman come together, before they were born, while their eggs were still in their own grandmother's womb. Don't forget, your mother, while your mother was in her own mother's womb, your eggs were already inside your mother. That's why we call woman God. Your eggs were already inside of her while she was still in the womb of her own mother. So those type of souls, they are special souls that the elders in your ancestral chambers has planned and orchestrate and balance and fix everything for it to be the way it will be. So while you were still in that womb and the man was still in that womb, something has already been sealed that these two have to meet together to bring out this. So marriage is a spiritual, I'll go back deep into that, but let me give you first a definition of the spiritual meaning of marriage. Marriage is a spiritual relationship between a specific group of souls and a specific group of souls. So when a man and a woman is coming together to marry, they are not just the two individuals. There are other things like groups of ancestors. groups of ancestors that is uniting to mesh together to make one bridge stronger. That is why you see all cultures, especially in Africa, they have specific rituals. They have specific ceremony they must perform for that marriage to occur. What they are not explaining to you is those rituals and ceremony is to completely welcome these ancestors for them to have a complete, like you are synchronizing two things together. That is what those rituals are all about, even if sometimes they don't explain it to you. So when we talk about marriage, this is a special being that is merging. Is a major. They are merging. Marriage is not just what this so-called civilization of today is explaining to you. It is deeper. That's why you don't have to rush to marry because your friends marry, but we'll get there later. So when this soul have that mission and this soul have that mission, sometimes the only reason these two souls is coming together now is because of the fine being that want to come out of them. Which means some of you are not marrying your husband because of love as you think. You are marrying your husband because of the spiritual journey that you have and the fulfillment that has to happen. It's like a mission of your own soul that if the marriage is guided anyway, but we'll get there. So when we say marriage, anytime you hear the word marriage, when a man say, I want to marry you, know that he is trying to let you know that he wants to merge a part of his own soul and his own ancestors together with yours. That's why in ancient day you can only make love when you marry, because they understand these simple rituals. I'm explaining to you now. So marriage is deeper than just I have a good job. Now I'm close to 40 or whatever. I have a car. I have friends. Let me just get a wife. Or let me just get a husband. Or all my friends are married. All my junior ones are married. They have babies. Let me also just get a wife. Or let me just also get a husband. Marriage is deeper than that. If you marry like that, your marriage don't have future. That's the fact. You will only be fighting and fighting to make it work, but it will never work. You are just wasting your time. But if you let your marriage be guided by your soul and let a soul guide her, then you will see that you are not just marrying, you are becoming one. Because that's what it's all about. As you become one, you will now bring out something special, unique, and perfect outside of that one which you have just become. But we can still take it a little bit deeper. Let's go a little bit deeper. Why will it happen like that? In ancient days, there is a filter to filter bloodlines. Bloodlines was very sacred. All blood don't mix together. In ancient days, although a lot of things has changed now, but in ancient days. And why was it so? It was so because if this family and this family is coming together, okay, let me go deeper into that family. What is a family? Let's start from there first. That family you see now in the astral realm, in the spiritual world, however you understand it to be, that family now is something sacred of its own. Each clan have their own sacred spots, like a hut. See it like a hut, which each clan have spiritually. So for this clan and this clan to have agreement in the astral plane, then they have to decide within them in the astral plane. When I say astral plane, now I'm talking about the spiritual. They have to decide that some will come from you here, some will come from you here, and we will have to merge this so that we can extend our own cycle. Then what happened in this case? When this woman now, who is in flesh from this clan, this man now who is in flesh in this clan, your ancestors of the woman and the men will manipulate their emotions and direct them towards the angle. That's why check your husband today. The way you met him, if you are married, or you can understand what I'm saying now. The way you met your husband is like a drama. It's different from how you met every other man you were dating before. That is if your marriage was guided. Or don't forget, today marriage, not all of them is guided. If your marriage was guided, the way you met your husband is something very unique and very, very, very special. It's not something that just happened because it just want to happen. No, it happened because it was ordained to happen. So when this, your own ancestors and his ancestors, or our ancestors and your ancestors has already have that agreement, then they will go into work, into action to manipulate and make those things come into manifestation. So the moment now you meet that man, at the beginning you might not even know it will lead to marriage, but you will know this is something different. This is something strange. This is something that is far, far different from what it was before. Yeah, I will write my number there in case you want to ask questions. You can feel free to call and just ask questions. Although I know this is the type of teaching where everybody just want to listen, nobody want to ask questions, which is also cool. Oh, it's cool. Good. Yeah, please help me ping my number there. So, those two beings that are coming together now to unite, it's a special mission. In most cases, the special mission is not even for the man and for the woman. The man and for the woman is just like a servant who want to do their own parts. And your own part now is to mesh together, make love, create a home where you can bring in that incredible being, we should not call a child, inside that marriage. Most times that is your only mission of meeting. Meanwhile, most times your only reason for meeting is to strengthen the bond between these ancestors and these ancestors. So when we are saying between these ancestors and these ancestors, that means both of you marrying now, first you are old souls, and this your group and his group, ancient time ago, you have done something together before that needs healing now and that needs to be balanced. So when a man is marrying this woman and this woman is marrying a man, they are coming together now to merge and heal and fix what was wrong. So sometimes 80% of the marriage you are into are karmic marriage. That's where the pains comes in anyway. They will get there. I'm trying to take it slowly. They are karmic marriage. Why? Let me break it down. Let's say ordinary 800 years ago, this village and this village, they fought war over a riverside. They are dragging for who owned the river. And it led to a lot of catastrophe. To the point that to now have peace, this family we call this village, we call this village and say, you know what? Give us your daughter to marry. And we will give you our son to marry your daughter. They will not kind of exchange. And that will not create a kind of a bound, a peace agreement between these two clans. And then there will not be peace 800 years ago. Then, now, 2021, you was born again. You that was the same person who was used now to create peace accord between both of them. You were born again now, but not in that same community. In a different reality. And she was born again now, not in that same community, but in a different reality. And that automatic now becomes a karmic load that is stuck somewhere. So because it's a karmic connection now, something will pull both of, whether you like it or not, that's how it works. Something will pull both of you together, regardless whether you are conscious of it or not. We still attract and pull you both together. Sometimes you might not even know that this family, if you go back in history, that you are related. You will not even know. So something will pull you both together now, and you will now fall in love with each other. But that love you think you are falling in love now is not really love. It's the stuck energy between this soul and this soul that is the magnet that is drawing you together. But if you don't have spiritual awareness to track energy, you will just call it love, because it's like love. It's still the same emotion. I just love him. Fine. Now you have attached to him now, and now you are married now. But because the necessary rituals, like the kind one that was done before, is not being done now, both of you now will be in fire. That's why you will see some people that will have a very beautiful relationship for 5 years, but from the day they marry, under 1 year, they scatter everything already. These days, relationship last longer than some marriages. That's because many people are not tracking it. Ancient days, you just don't take a woman and just marry. A man will not just take a woman will not just take a man and just marry. You must follow the energy. Who this person were in his or her past life, who she is now, who he were in his or his past life, and who he is now, and why are they meeting now. All these things must be guided. If it is not guided, then you are more likely to attract your karmic load, your stuck karmic relationship. And then you will not merge with the person, and you will be thinking, I am married now, I have life now, I'm okay now. But now your pains, your frustration has just begun now. So it's very wise to track others' energy, because marriage is not just come, let's live together. Marriage is two souls merging together. And as they are merging, all those ancient disappointments, ancient frustration, ancient anger, depends on what connects you both before, they are all also coming together. So it's wise to first heal before even thinking to marry. Because when you marry, you activate everything. So some of you, the only reason why you married him was because of the children. Some of you, the only reason why you married her was because of the children. The children now become the price to use to settle the karmic debts. But if you don't know this, after you have made 2-3 children, and now the relationship, normally the marriage is over, but you don't know, you think you still have to protect marriage, then it will not be full of chaos. You will go everywhere. You will think somebody is trying to destroy your marriage. You will go to different places. At the end, it will still not work. If you fail to understand, then either he will become very aggressive and violent, or you will become very aggressive and violent. That's why you start seeing people cheating on each other, don't respecting each other, abusing each other. The marriage now is like a curse. And this is something that normally you can avoid it if you have tracked the energy before you even marry. But because many of us don't track energies anymore, I am on Facebook now. Because many of you don't track energies anymore, then you don't know all these things again. Hello? Yeah, good evening. Please, I'm teaching on Facebook. Can you call me back, please? Okay, yes, that is nice. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So, as I was saying, it's good to track marriage because marriage is a ritual, not a party. These days, you see people want to do marriage. They are more focused on the car we want to use, the clothes we want to wear, the kind of musician that will come to play, the kind of food we will cook, how we are going to show to the world that we have the best marriage in town, how we are going to show and dance with our people. So they make it not like a show. You see them more focusing on how the camera will show it, how it will go on viral on social media, more than their soul relationship. Many men now don't even know the women they want to marry. Many women don't even have time to know the man they want to marry. When she just observe, he's good, he have good job. Sometimes when he just observe, it's not just women, both sides. Sometimes when he just observe, she got good salary, she's okay, cool, I can marry her. And that they just made a decision. And then they start telling their friends. And their friends now, they are happy, party, new party. Some will even want to take loan to do ceremony. Religion now block their brain, so some believe on white wedding. They don't even perform the necessary rituals. Some even perform the necessary rituals, but the family itself is so disconnected that they are just doing it because this is how our people do it. They are not really tracking the energy. And you still wonder why so many marriages don't work. It don't work because you did not really marry. You just breed. You did not really merge together. You just came together but because of that magnet of your karmic stock energy and stock energy which pull both of you together. Karmic relationship looks more real than like a soulmate, like you are meeting your soulmate. Because why? That karmic relationship is also your soulmate, because that 500, 600, 1,000 years ago, you really know the person. So when somebody tell you, yeah, my soulmate, soulmate don't make it perfect. Soulmates can be a debtor. You can own a debt to a soul and in your past life, and now you are connecting to the same soul again. Yes, you are mates based on you have met before. In that past life, you have things to heal now. Does not mean you are perfect together now. Don't let English confuse you. You see people pray, oh God, give me my soulmate. Give me my soulmate. What do you know is the word as a mate? Smart people don't even pray for soulmates. Because when a fresh soul come to your life, then everybody's empty and you can build something new. When an old soul and old soul, you both are mates before, now you are meeting. It's also beautiful, but you have work to do. You must be ready to repair if you want to have a good future. If not, the marriage have duration. Can never be like those of your grandmother or grandfather's marriage. What's the difference between the marriage of your grandmother and the ones you are into now? That one was guided. That one was orchestrated. And they followed the energy. So no matter what the woman will do, the man will bear it because there is something deeper. No matter what the man will do, what the woman will do, the man will do also, the woman will bear it because there is something deeper. But if you just do it based on she's beautiful, according to how you interpret beauty, or he's so smart, according to how you interpret smartness, then you are dealing on a surface level. And that will not help you. So marriage is deeper than just kneeling down and saying, will you marry me? And he just put the ring and said, yes, I'll marry you. It's deeper. It's deeper than that. And marriage is of different layers. Before you wed that man here on earth, if you are from the water, you have to go and marry him first in the water. If you are from the air, you have to go and do those marriage first. Because why? In different layers, let's just use the 3 layers. In these different 3 layers, you have to first do the wedding, the marriage first, and then come to the astral realm, you do it again, and then before you cannot perform the physical one. But if you don't know this, and all you jump into is, I want to marry, I want to marry, I want to marry. All my friends have married, I need to marry, I need to marry. And you just forget things that come with you to earth. You have not even settled your own water husband. You just want to marry. It will be very difficult. That's why there is a lot of pains out there today, all in the name of marriage. See, most women nowadays, they are getting married to show. Yeah, same with men, not just women. That's what about old souls and new souls meet together? That is a beautiful question. That is mostly what is going on today anyway. And it's always affecting the women more because of their nature, because of their mystical nature. So today you see many women who are old soul, but their husband is like a baby where their spirit is. So their husband, some of them, with all due respect, some of them, their husband is not even matured enough spiritually to climb their chests. But because they don't have knowledge of self, they just open their leg and marry the man. So when the old soul like that meets with a young soul who is new here on earth, the advantages is for the man. The woman now will carry the burden. She will carry the pains. She will carry all the load. That's why you will see so many households today. The man don't do nothing. She alone will know how to think, to feed them, to do everything to make sure that family survive. Even including when they have quarrel, she alone will be the one to go and repair it. She alone will be the one to bring peace. He will not do nothing. Even when he is wrong, he will still be hungry. He will still be hungry. She alone have to be in charge of the order of the day. And he will still like to show that I'm the man of that house. So when a young soul meets a old soul, is a very deep problem. It can also be flipped around though. But it's not so common. And when it's flipped around, that is where you see some women, they will just be sleeping around. They don't have time for their man. Their man will be the one. Shame will not let him say anything. He will always keep the thing within himself. He will be the one to dress his children, take them to school, put them in the bed, cook, do everything. And the wife will just be on Instagram, telephone, and playing and gossiping with her friends. She will just be completely detached. He will know that she's sleeping around, but he cannot say to his friends because of shame, cannot tell his family. He will be bearing everything. So when old soul and a young soul marry, that is not so healthy. It's only healthy when that young soul recognizes the fact that she is a goddess and I have to worship her. Then it's so balanced. Then she will not be a blessing to him. But if he's a man that is full of his ego, I am the man, I'm the one in charge, blah, 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 that woman will suffer and suffer and suffer and suffer to get to the point that nobody will advise her. She will just decide on her own and say, no, it's okay. I don't want it again. At the beginning, the man will think she's joking. Until we get kicked out of the house. Until we start ending up in the bar with his friend and notice now that he just lost his wife, his family and everything. Before he will now start crying and want to apologize. And trust me, when those type of women made those decisions, they don't go back. Because they will endure for so long. They have patience. Old souls have patience. Because nothing they have not seen before. Even if they don't remember, they have seen it before. Yeah. So it's not so healthy for young and old soul to meet. I don't advise it. Look for your mates. Look for your mates. We are all not the same. Let me take this call. Maybe you want to make contribution. Hello, good evening. Hello?
OGUNAME.
Hey, good evening. Abota.
Oh, wow.
Is please, you want to make contribution? Do you want to make contribution?
Are you the left hand? For me to follow you up, but me not know what I did left hand.
I saw, yes, I did live now. They teach. So I thought maybe you want to make contribution in what I'm teaching.
Okay. If I may go grab one, I'm going to call you back if I.
I saw, okay, then no problem. All right, okay. Okay, all right. So it's very wise. It's very wise to look for your mates. Very important. Don't be a man from water and then you are looking for a woman who don't know anything about those things. You are wasting your time. In fact, you are not serious. And you don't be a woman from water and then you are looking for one God-fearing man. You are not serious at all. You are just not serious. It will not work. The only thing that will work is you will just breed. You will just make babies. That's the only thing that will work. You will just make babies, make babies, make babies. The relationship will never have future. But if you want the relationship to have future, how can we know our mates? There are different ways you can know your mates. The most easiest way is through divination. But without a divination, there are ways you can really know your mates. First, depending on your own awareness of self. When you know already that this is who you are, you don't chase your mates. It just happens. You don't run after them. They just click. When you are together, you don't talk with them, but they understand. You don't speak too much, but you are communicating. You don't show things to should be romantic, but she easily get aroused just by your presence. So when your soul and her soul is having familiarity, you have no job to do. All you have to do is just be alive. And everything will just be falling on its own place. That's the beauty of meeting your own mates. It's so simple. If he's a man, you don't have to do this, do that before he loves you. If she's a woman, you don't have to take her and show her this and show her that before she loves you. She will just love you for no reason. Even if somebody, her mother or a friend, ask her, why do you love this man? She will say, I don't know. But all I know is I just love this man. So there are different ways to really know your mates. But the easiest one is through divination. When you meet somebody, you feel like you connect with the person. And then there's a way to check it, to track the both of you and see your past life, see his past life, and then know how it connects. That's the best way. That's why I'm working on something I'll just not launch it yet because this period I'm really busy, so I don't want hard things, strange things. What I do, I'm working on something on. It's like a group of where to connect souls together, because I have so many people around me, and some are alone, men and women, and these are incredible beings that they have almost the same similar energy. So the other day, as I was doing my spiritual journey, there was energy that was speaking to me and saying, you can help them. You see, she's alone. You see, he's alone, and they have the same spirit. Why you don't connect them to meet, and they will be very happy forever? I'm like, oh, okay, I will do this. But I cannot really do it now. I'm too busy now because, yeah, I'm too busy now. So let's say like a month or so from now, I will start launching it. It will be like a soulmate connection. It will be like a soulmate connection where you come, we'll check and balance your energy, and then we'll look for a woman that matches your energy, and then we'll leave both of you to see how it goes. This is not just about I like. No, this is about energy. It will be trapped and it will be guided and tracked and make sure this is perfect together. This is what I want to do. I don't know when to start it. I have so many things I'm doing now. But I will get there, let's say a month or so from now. I will get there. I will still announce it on this page, and those who are interested can come in. Because the biggest problem we are having today is there is too many karmic relationships trying to build something together. And when you carry a karmic relationship, your only reason for meeting is to heal. Is to heal. You are not even supposed to do all those things you are thinking. You just meant to heal each other. But because that awareness was not there, and you not think you just have to make baby, or you not think you just have to marry. But the baby is also good because the baby now becomes the debts that is being paid. So normally after you have made that child, normally it should end. And another breaking news is everybody will not marry. You have to also know your nature. Everybody's not here to come and marry and have a wife and have a husband. All souls is in a different journey. The WhatsApp group link to you sent to me the other day could not allow me to join the group. I was told the link has expired. Yes, Mr. Kingsley. From time to time, I always reset the group link because some scammers will just be sending things inside. So maybe you can write me on this WhatsApp again, on this number here, and we can add you again. Yes. This soulmate connection, there's already a WhatsApp group for it. I've just not launched it yet in public because I know if I launch it in public, I know people will come, and I know I don't really have time now, so no need to just do it yet. Yeah, but if you want to join the other normal WhatsApp group, like Power of Vagina, you can come and join. We have to start some new teachings there in the Power of Vagina group. Though that's mostly for women anyway. The only men we allow there are feminine men, not just all kind of men is allowed there. And then the one everybody is allowed to join is the priesthood for gods and goddesses. That one is for everybody. Yes, you can join our Telegram on it. You can join WhatsApp on it. But when we're talking about marriage, let me show you one other aspect. If you are from the water and you want to marry a man, you are not the only one marrying that man. So many of you are from water. You have a dual self. You are a man and a woman spiritually. You are a man and a woman. So your feminine side is what show. So if that man don't know who you really are, and he think I just marry a wife, he will always have problem with you. These are the type of women that beat their Dear men, because it's not our fault. She don't mean to be aggressive. It's just that you did not acknowledge a masculine side. You just only marry the one you see in flesh. And that other part of her will now be feeling neglected. So many women who is telling you, I have a spiritual husband, I see a man, he sleep with me. 60% is not a spiritual husband, is your own self. You are two. Some of you are 7. Some of you, you are not just one person. Depends on you anyway. You are not just one person. So it's good to first have full awareness of, okay, this is how I am. And when you now know that, then your partner that is coming, you will now also know how to position the partner and say, listen, no, this is who I am. Oh. This is how I am. Oh. If you are serious, this is how it's going to be. Oh. If you are not serious, this is what you have to do, like that. But when you don't know all these things, you just think, I'm another woman, and now it's time to marry, all my age mates have married, I have to marry. Life will just look zigzag to you. Life will just look zigzag to you. Same way all women are not yet to make children, it's also same way all women are not yet to marry. But how do you know where you are yet, or what you are yet for, where you have not even paid real attention to your real self? Oh, you're watching from Sierra Leone. Good evening. Thank you. Watching from Ghana. That's beautiful. I forget what the way they greet in Ghana, but you're welcome. You're welcome to the family. So always pay attention to details. It's very important. Don't let the things of the flesh be what will drive you to marry. Marriage is a ritual, powerful ritual. And when you are making love with a man you marry, you are casting spells. Because the kind of love you make with your lover is different from the one you make with your husband. And also know that you must also not marry. You have to know your own parts to play in this act. All the cells in your body have different functions. They don't do the same thing. That is how you are on this earth. You can't do the same thing. I was married to this man. I have 2 children with him. Now I'm alone. I'm a single mother. Oh, I am alone. I'm a single father. Oh, my life is just waste. I can't do this and that. You feel like you are now useless. No. You might have another role to play, which you need to pay attention to. You that has been coming to this earth, you make children, your generations, you have breed so many generations. You can come to this earth now, your womb might not fight her. And that does not mean you have a bad head. It just means you are not here now to come and make babies. You have done this before. But if you don't know this, then you will not have peace with your own self. Then you will think things are wrong with you. There comes in your pastor. He will just accuse your mother-in-law. So we just accuse your village people because they just want to blame somebody. But most of the time, you are not taking in because that's not what you come here to do. You might want something. Then what you want is different from what your soul needs. So always pray for what your soul needs. Watching from Barbados. Oh, nice to see you. Good evening. Good evening, Veronica. Nice to see you. Always pray for what your soul needs. Oh, I'm alone. I don't have a man. I'm just alone. Just me alone. Oh, the life is not good. Now you hate your life. No. Everybody's not here to have sex. You have to know your own part to play. when I told one lady from Highland some weeks ago, I told her I'm a celibate. She just chuckled like, huh? Doctor, you celibate? I'm like, yes, of course I'm a celibate. She's like, no, I don't believe it. I say, yes. I don't have reason to lie to you. I am a celibate. She starts seeing me like so strange, like, are you even a human being? How can you do this? How can you do that? But she from Turkey. Hello, Ibrahim. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Thank you for representing. You are welcome. So, there is time for everything. You have to just know what time you have and where to channel your energy into. But if you don't know these things, your life will always look so zigzag in your eyes and look so chaotic. Because you will just think, you have to be like this because this is how everybody is. No, you are not everybody. You are that ghost on a ride and your mission is different. Your destination is different. Your GPS is focused to a different direction. Even if your blood brother is having, there is people we call they have normal life. What do we call normal life? At 25 years, he learned his job already, or he graduated from school already. He gets a wife. They both buy a house or build a house. They both have profession. Before 32 years, they have children already, like 2 children already. And they're just living their life. Before 40, they have like 2 or 3 children already. And they're just living their life. Later, they stop having baby, maybe at 4. And then at 50, their children are growing. At 60, there are people like that. Why? That might be their own journey. But for you old soul, who have been through all those processes before, countless of time, some of you plead that you just want to go this one time left so you can go and fix these things. And you think you will not come here now, and your problem now will not be looking for one man to have my baby, come and have job, profession. No, you are here for another reason. Even if you want it, your own soul will be pushing you back. You will think you have bad head. No, you don't get bad head. That's why you don't have to pray for what you want. Pray for what your soul needs. Because your soul knows everything she needs. You just follow. Just follow. There was a day I was speaking with my Russian friend. He was my ex-colleague. We are not really friends. We are just colleagues before where I was doing my security job. And he said to me, I heard you are separated now. That your woman was so nice. And you guys have very nice children. I've never seen a nice German woman like that. But why do you just separate? I'm like, yeah, it's so. We have to move on. We have done and play our part already. It's like, but you are still so young. You are still young to be talking like this. I'm like, you don't get it. We just have to move on. Everybody have different role to play in your life in each specific time. And when that role is done, you have to know it's done. And you have to be strong and ready and know you are ready to move on. If you are ready for life. But if you are not ready for life, you will be trying to make it work. In that process of you trying to make it work, you will not lose yourself and become stuck there. At the end, it will still not work. It will still not work. So you must be smart enough to know when to say, okay, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for the part you played. And now we have to move on. It's like a train gets to a stop. Everybody who started at the beginning will not travel to the end of the stop, of the stations. Some will stop along the way. new ones will come in. That it keep moving until finally you will get to your own destination. That's how life functions. The only thing I would now advise you is always do everything with love, so that anywhere you live, you will leave a good energy there, so that you don't end up carrying karmic load along with you and building another load for yourself. While the truth is, the signs are always there, but we decide not to acknowledge it. Yes, the signs are always there. That's what I always tell people. We always know the truth. Our soul always know the truth. But our ego self always try to make us fight against our own truths. Always try to make us fight against our own truths and give us reasons why we should fight against our own truths. For example, yeah, I can use myself as this example. When me and my German woman starts really breaking it, my ego self was telling me, oh, you will just lose your incredible children. And the children are so incredible, you have to stay there and just be there. You don't have to lose this. You have to try, make it work no matter what. I'm like, okay. No, they not say I stubborn. God can't be like saying I make stubborn pass. Can't be like saying my body too dey hot. Okay, man, do like say I be normal human being. I calm down. Man, they calm down. But how they say no. It's not going. It's not. I can't. Can't. Later I will still say to myself, calm down. Your body too dey hot. You still need people to come advise you upon all what you know. Take calm easy. Make one is okay. Hope says she still dey think like this to calm down. May not be saying now let me call the mumu. I'm alone, I'm the one discussing to myself now. Hope she still dey think how to calm down. May not be saying now let me call the phone and me want call the calm. Okay, may I calm down. I'll still be another 1 month go sleep, another 2 months sleep pass. Until everything inside my body can begin to let me know, say, now die you dey so. Now die you dey so. If you love yourself, see how it go must be. And when that time reach, I don't need any oracle to go tell me again, say, no, the time don't reach. Because why? I always know. Of course, you know me say she be the bad person, but I just know say not go work because so many things. And where you for start to the repair? Where you for start to the repair? Okay, man, try. Me not be like give up. Oh man, try. Okay, good. You suffer bad, so suffer the people, suffer they live normal life. They go suffer they do this. But oh no. I already know I not be ordinary normal human being. So why go they try to fit into a life when I know already so well say not be my life? So that can give me a question on my head. Should I sacrifice my life for trying to live a life? The world is my life. That question might set me free. Because that's the same thing a lot of people are doing out there. You want to sacrifice your life to live a life, but you fail to ask yourself, where is your life? Then when you know that, you're going to say, no, my life is this. And I have to move on with this life. And you just accept. It's a sad reality, but you need to accept that sad reality for you to save yourself and protect yourself and move on. If not, you can't be broken. So you know what disease will take over you. For you know you can't break down. Even the same person where you be the one try make you work with will can't see you like useless thing. You can't they useless to the person. You not can't they useful again. Then where is your life where you dey sacrifice to take protect life? Which one can be the life inside? You not there again. There not be person tell me move on. So that's how life is. You just have to know that it is okay. It is just okay. When you know that it is okay, then everything will fall into place. Life is not what we fight to put in order. Life is supposed to flow in order. When you start fighting it to put it in order, then that is not life anymore. That is programming. Because why? Your society, everybody respects you as a married woman or as a married man. Everybody know you and your family. You have, this is your house or family car. You have your family respect everywhere you go as pair. So now you have to protect that image. And meanwhile, deep inside of you at home, there is no life anymore. There is no life anymore. So there is different ways life teach you lesson, especially karmic relationship. Especially, please add me on the group. Okay. But you have to specify which of the group. There are different groups. No problem, we'll talk about that later. You have to know exactly, this is who I am. This is how I can function. This is how I can function. And this is what I can do. And accept your own limits. Accept your own limits. Like what I always tell the kids. I cannot be like the type of daddy your friends have. I can only be the kind of daddy that I can be. So if your friend's daddy are carrying them to Disneyland every month, I can't do that. But I can give you my own Disneyland right now, anytime that I can. And it is okay like that. So accept your life and give your life the best that you can in your own capacity. You don't have obligation. You don't have obligation. The only obligation you have is to stay alive. Provide for yourself. Keep your place neat. Eat healthy food. Feed your mind with healthy things. That's the only obligation you have. The rest is not obligation. The rest can just float the way it wants. But feeding yourself, securing where you live so that you don't end up in the streets, making sure you clean your place where you live so that you don't end up living inside bacteria. These little things are the only obligations in life. The rest is bonus. The rest is just bonus. So when you can do those little things and be satisfied with your life, you will just live a very sweet and simple life. You will not have problem with anybody. But when you say, because when you go to party, you see husband and wife, they're always together with their children. Now you feel bad. Oh, what kind of life am I? Meaning you are not serious. You don't know your own soul have a separate mission. So now you want to use your head to compare that of Amaka without knowing the kind of head and the kind of vision and mission where Amaka come for. That is the foundation of pains. That's why you see many abuses going on today. Many men abuse their women. Many women abuse their men. And they can't do nothing. Nobody can say nothing. They just quiet. They don't talk to nobody. They don't speak to nobody because they want to create a perfect picture, forgetting that there is nothing like perfect picture. When it comes to marriage, this is a soul relationship. So sometimes this is how it works. Sometimes when it's a karmic marriage, as you are merging together, then it breathe out now. Oh God, it's like you are filtering something. You now refine it and then leave. All marriage will not be forever. But you need a very high level of knowledge to understand this. You will just play your parts. So many women are out there. The man that will stay with you to your old age is not the man you marry and make your babies for. Same with the men. So the woman that will stay with you to your old age that you will die together is not the one that make those babies for you. Every soul have a role to come and play. So what marriage is doing is that ritual ceremony, those things they are doing for you, they are trying now to guide both of you together to mesh together. So while you are merging, if you can heal those karmic relationship and karmic stock energy, then you can stay and become one. But if you cannot heal, it's going to pass by. In that passing by, if you can't make babies, you can't, whatever, all those are bonus now. But you have just healed. And the children become now the price of the debt you have just paid. So that's why now the children will now become the center point where both of you now will now meet. So if both of you are white, you will now forget about your nonsense and those dirty things that happen between you and focus now your energy on the children. In how to give them love, how to provide for them, how to be there for them. That is all that really matters now. The rest now has become history. It's not important because they have paid the price. And both of you are free now. But many people don't have this knowledge. When you leave a woman, some women today, when you leave them, they want your head. Some men, we want the head of the woman. Because why? Why would she leave me like that? She blah, blah, blah. No, it's not by force. It's not by force. Both of you must not marry forever. You must not be together forever. Just wish this message can be what? I'm trying to read. Can be behind here. Can go behind here. Precious, it's been a while. How are you, Precious? So it's very important to know these things. And many karmic relationships, your first child is always a male child. It's always a male child, and that is there to that is balance. That is balance. That masculine energy is there to balance. So always focus on the soul relationship before marriage. It's very important because you can avoid all these things. You can avoid all these things. You can avoid all these things. When my brother came to visit me last year, because he spent like 8 months over here with me, and he was like, to say I don't be here with you, I don't believe say you and this your woman, on this you are the mother of this your children, not they again. I'm like, yeah, of course we're not there again. I was like, hey, well, just be like friend. They do like so that still there. Wait till come with that problem. I'm like, that's because we don't seal them, and we don't grow beyond that now. So now if we do other things together, what is really the problem for many couples is, even when it is over, you still don't want to let go. You are not together anymore. You are not dating anymore. You are not married anymore. But you still don't want to let go. You still want to know what to do. You still want to know who is with or who she's with. You still want to become a monitor in their life. Because why? That's your ego self. is still attached, and you still want to claim a sense of ownership, a sense of control, a sense of dominion over her or over him, because both sides. And that is not good. That is not healthy. When the role is being played and is finished, then let it go. Some of you might think now, so OGUNAME encouraging divorce or encouraging separation. I just encourage your happiness. That's all that really matters. Whether you are married, whether you are divorced, whether you have a husband, whether you don't have, for me it's not so important. What's important is how deep your heart is full with joy and how marvelous you feel about your own self. That's all that's important. If being single will make you feel that, then quick one becomes single. Because that's all that really matters in life. Even if you have husband, you have children and everything, and you don't have that, it's a waste of time. And stop wasting your time. You will think you are protecting the children and just doing it for the children. No, you are cursing the children, because that distress you carry within your heart, the kids are connected to you, so they are feeding on that energy. Tomorrow they will grow up with a childhood traumas, because you think they don't see it. You think they don't know. They know everything. So if you even love them, quickly break them. Quickly break them. If not say because of the children, just quick break them, so that everything will be clear. The children will not know, okay, my father and my mother, they are not together again. It's better. And they will not be seeing you every day. That is toxic energies. It's not healthy. That's what I've been doing for years. It's not helping. It's not helping. I know so many of us, we think, let's protect the children. Let's do this because of the children. Let's try to protect the children. It's not protection. The children are not being protected like that. They're not being protected. They're not being protected. The easiest way to protect the children is for there to be distance and gap, and then peace and harmony will not settle. Yes, you can also say, yeah, but to OGUNAME, some marriages can have problems. That does not mean you cannot fix it. What you can fix, you know. That is the secret. You know what you can fix. And you know what you can never fix. Except you want to deceive yourself. Not everything you can fix. And when you cannot fix it, you also know, this one, I don't have control over this one. I have to let go. That's just the message I want to share this evening. I don't want it to be too long. What I want to leave you with is, pay attention to the type of energy you choose to marry. Pay attention. They are it's very important. The more you pay attention to those energy, the more it's very easy for you to know where you really belong. Very important. Don't let your desire some women today, they want to they want to use manual to marry a man. And this is how I want the man to look like. They will look the man, okay, you have this quality. Yeah. They will look the man, okay, you have this quality. Yeah. They will be marking everything. When the man now pass out of 10, pass 8 or 9, they believe I will marry this man. It's not like that, so. It's not like that, so. It's deeper. The more a man look perfect to be a husband, the more the karmic debt is used to pay. Same with women. Many men are also like that. I want her breast to be like this. I want her back to be like this. I want her to have this eyes. I want her to have this level of education. I want her to have this. They will now mark, get her and say, this one is my perfect wife. Some will say, my woman must know how to cook. You think you think that you about the cook. You think it's just about to know how to cook. You now only food you can't eat. I prefer a woman that cannot cook, but to give me peace of heart, a joy of rest of mind, than a woman who can cook heaven and earth, but don't know how to calm down. So those little things are very important. Because when all you think of, she must know how to cook, she must know how to clean, and just that one you care about. Yes, she will really cook very good and delicious food for you. Yes, she will really clean a very good house for you. But that house will look like hell whenever you don't do what she wants. I always tell people, your soul is what we care about. Your soul is what we care about. Those are your characters, those one are bonus. When you have a good soul, then every other thing can be fixed. But when you are a chaotic being, you like get money, get everything, it's a waste of time. Know how to cook all food on earth. It's a waste of time. Look so sexy and beautiful. It's a waste of time. But that water inside of you must be balanced. Very important. That's all that really matters. And don't look at people to live your life. Just be you. Be you. Be you. Don't, because you don't have a husband, you see a woman with her husband and children, you feel bad. No. No. That's low self-esteem. It's not healthy. Be satisfied with what you have. Know that you're a woman, and it is okay to also not have a husband. When you not make peace with that reality, that is even when the husband will come. That's how the secret works. But when you don't have peace with that reality, now you are on in all dating sites. Now any man you see smile for you, you think, maybe this one will not come and be the father of my children. He will now, they will just useless you. You will suffer more heartbreak. If you are not even careful, someone will even come and molest your children. Single mothers. It's not about you anymore. You are not alone. You have kids to protect now. It's not about your heart anymore. You must know if you love children. So. We will leave it here for today. If not, it will be too long. I will wish you a nice evening for now. Send you peace. And send you love. Just know that you are enough. You are enough. You don't need so much. All you just need is yourself. All you just need is yourself. All you need is yourself. Stop seeking and trying to be the perfect person. Perfection is an illusion. It's not real. Nothing is perfect. Not even God. Not even God, not even the universe. Nothing is perfect. So why you, ordinary you, now want perfection? Be you, do you, and be happy with yourself. Your happiness is all that matters. Before you marry, or if you are married before, now you want to marry again, or you want to balance your marriage, check it so deep. Take your time. Bye bye for now. Bye bye for now.